I'm hesitant to ascribe the movement of one player as indicating for more. You know, like Miami Palmetto is way south. Like, go look it up. Miami Norland is around the corner from Hard Rock Stadium, which is around the corner from the Broward County, Dade County line. It's 2 square miles away from Miramar and Miramar High School, where I used to work. And literally the southern boundary for Miramar High School, there's like it's not even an eighth of a mile. It's maybe like 300 feet. Not even. It's probably like 150 feet. Past the southern boundary, that's the east-west portion of the turnpike, which is the dividing line between Broward and Dade counties. So it's like way up there versus Norland, where Walker went, versus way down there at Palmetto. So, I mean, do players know other players in the area? Sure. Yeah, great. But I'm not going to necessarily prescribe the movement of one player as indicating the desires of another player, let alone 5 players from very far away, well, within the county at least, far away. It would be my personal hope that the Palmetto 5 sour on Florida and 2 or 3 or 4, hey, all 5 of them decided to come to Miami. We'll see. I think that the product on the field, obviously, if there's a full season, that will be an indicator. And then recruiting is about relationships. And you saw that with Devontae Williams. You know, he has 2 kids. He's from DeLand, which is in the Central Florida area. It would have been much easier for him to go to Florida, right up the road. You know, again, if I'm talking about going home or seeing family, or they can come up or whatever, again, and you have 2 children, and if he's 18, 19 years old, do the math, those kids are not very old. You know what I mean? So it would be easier, but he said, look, these guys have been recruiting me for 4 years. They recruited me when they started recruiting Lorenzo, my cousin, Lorenzo Lingard, who's 2 years in front. Like, the relationships matter. So I think the Miami should, again, center themselves and focus on their relationship and connection with the guys, and hopefully that will happen. And hopefully things will move forward. If something were to happen between the connection with these guys and the University of Florida, then hey, I'm all for it. But again, in this kind of thing, you got to center yourself and not necessarily think about the others. In terms of Isaiah Walker in the rankings, yeah, it obviously helps us and hurts Florida from the 2020 class to get a player of his caliber. I haven't even looked at the math. I haven't gone on the class builder. I haven't gone back and seen things. You know, it is a net positive, 100%, to have Isaiah Walker Jr. on Miami's roster, and it's a double positive for Miami because you've taken him off of Florida's roster. That's as far as I think that I'm going to go with it. And if other people, and I know that they want to look at the math and say, okay, well, our class versus their class and sure, I mean, have at it, but it's a double win for Miami. We added him to our roster and took him off of theirs.
Sure. It only makes sense. You would have to have a class full of 5 stars for a 4-star not to help you. And then, of course, Florida has a very good class. They're in the top 10 somewhere, taking a 4-star away from them.